Good morning, my friends. How are you? I'm very happy to be here with you this morning. I want to continue for now on this topic of dealing with the coronavirus, since it has become a global pandemic and we're all on cruise ship planet Earth. Some maybe in first class, some in economy. But planet Earth is our cruise ship. Planet Earth is our cruise ship, and we're all in this together. So there's a lot of panic and fear right now. So I thought I'd deal with three things in this morning's conversation. Number one, how do we stop the panic pandemic, both the fear pandemic and the right thing to do. By the way, I'm totally all right. I just needed to clear my throat. I do have sometimes a little stuffiness in the nose because of a deviated nasal septum. So don't mind that I occasionally clear my throat or actually sneeze or clear into a handkerchief, whatever stuffiness I have. But I'm good, okay? So let's talk about the difference between fear and panic. Fear is natural when there is the perception of threat, and it creates what we call stress. Stress is, again, the perception of threat: physical threat, psychological threat, emotional threat, financial threat, etc. And stress, as you know, compromises the immune system by raising the cortisol level and also adrenaline level. Cortisol is a hormone produced by the adrenal gland, and its activity is entangled with other hormones like insulin and glucagon. I'm going to ignore that. So, like insulin and glucagon and many other hormones. But a chronic state of stress will increase cortisol, will increase adrenaline, will increase inflammatory markers. And all of this will compromise, of course, the immune system. That makes it difficult to combat infections and cancer and so on. So we need to make sure that we enhance our immunity and not compromise the immune system. And otherwise, the uncontrolled stress in some people can lead to panic. So what's the difference between panic, fear, and stress? Panic is sudden, uncontrollable anxiety. And this comes from a feeling of helplessness and a feeling that everything is unpredictable, which it is, by the way, and a feeling that you're not in control. And so when people panic, they also, as a result of this uncontrollable anxiety, they are more prone to irrational and unpredictable and unhelpful behaviors. For example, panic about the coronavirus caused a lot of people to hoard toilet paper. There was no rational explanation for that except that people were panicking. So panic is also characterized by rapid firing of uncontrollable thoughts. And so what I thought I'd do today is actually give you certain ways and to control both stress and also control, I shouldn't say control, both minimize stress and also minimize the possibility of panic. So here are some helpful things that may apply to you, some that may apply to you, and some that may not apply to you but may apply to others. Okay, so let me go over them and I'll number them. So number one insight is your thoughts and your breath mirror each other. So, when you are having rapid firing of thoughts, internal dialogue, anxiety, fear, panic, that is reflected in your breath. The movement of breath and the movement of thought are actually the same thing. So, what you can do immediately as a technique, once you get notice that you're having too many thoughts or anxious thoughts or getting stressed, is just focus on your breath and inhale through your nose, breathe deeply and slowly, count the inhalation to 4, perhaps pause for 2, count the exhalation for 6. Reduce your breathing by about 50%, and immediately you will feel less panic and you will feel relief of stress. Anytime you can do that when you become aware of your anxiety. The second thing you can do is you can observe sensations in the body. The more you observe bodily sensations without judging them, because every thought, every anxiety, every stressful experience, every fearful thought, every mode of panic creates sensations in the body. So you put your awareness on your body, number one, and feel the sensations without judging them. And you'll soon recognize that awareness of sensations is actually intrinsically free from sensations, and that you are the awareness in which these sensations are arising. So observe sensations. Number two, get into the habit of being familiar with what's going on in your body. Number three, so be always grounded in the body with basically trying to maximize the experience of what I've addressed before: joyful, energetic body, loving, compassionate heart, reflective, alert mind, lightness of being. Because if we have those intentions, that will influence our choices and our behaviors throughout the day. So start with that. Body awareness, joyful, energetic body, loving, compassionate heart, reflective, alert mind, and lightness of being. That was number three. Number four, observe your internal dialogue. So instead of being overwhelmed by your internal dialogue, which is the story you're telling yourself, observe it and don't judge it. And then if the internal dialogue gets to a place where it seems to provoke a lot of anxiety because you're telling yourself negative stories and anticipating negative consequences or negative events, then not only do you observe internal dialogue, which would be strategy number 4, but you could also at some point follow the basics of what is called cognitive therapy. So cognitive therapy is asking yourself, am I telling myself a story that I really believe in? Why do I believe in this story? Is it true? How can I be sure that it is true? What is the opposite of this story? That's the basics of cognitive therapy, but then there's also something called cognitive behavioral therapy, which is you change your behaviors to maximize your well-being. So those behaviors could be some simple things like making sure you sleep well, making sure you meditate every day, making sure you move and exercise, practice yoga or deep breathing as I've suggested, make sure that your diet is healthy, these simple things, and then go into cognitive behavioral therapy. Know why you're choosing the activities that you're choosing. Also, that would be my point number 5. Point number 6 could be visualize the best scenario for yourself, a healthy body. Those 4 intentions that I started with. Okay, joyful, energetic body, loving, compassionate heart, reflective, alert mind, lightness of being. The intentions themselves will orchestrate and organize a change in behavior and also in thinking, and a change in looking at the more optimistic possibilities that may await you. So visualize the best scenario for yourself. Now, since we're all grounded, and the operating word is isolate yourself socially or minimize social contact, or avoid being in crowded places, since we are all grounded, why not do something useful with this time? We can't predict what's going to happen in the next few days, possibly in the next few weeks. So we have all the time in the world, and we also recognize that the point of arrival always is now. And if we look at our situation right now without anticipating the future or thinking of the past, most of us, it's okay. Now, most of us, it's okay. And for those of us who's not okay, let's ask for help. Let's, make sure that we are in a position where we collectively can help each other. This is the time for our collective empathy, compassion, and our desire to alleviate suffering to all come together. So ask yourself, what can I do to help others? And since I'm socially not available, I can still speak to them on the phone. I can give people attention. I can declare my affection for them, and I can tell them that we are all together in maximizing our ability to heal ourselves. So what else can we do? Well, there are many other things we can do. We can take this time of being grounded to reprioritize our life. What do we really want? What is the most important thing in our lives? What is our collective purpose right now other than to heal? And always reflecting again on gratitude. If we think of all the things that we are grateful for, then automatically that brings about a certain sense of calmness. And that calmness also elicits the healing response, self-regulation, and a decrease in inflammation and enhancement of the immune response. So now what I will share with you is what I promised right in the beginning, and that is let's do an intentional meditation. This intentional meditation is also from the Rig Veda, and this is basically telling your body, which is the field of awareness, that you as awareness are requesting it to be at ease, not in the realm of dis-ease. And when we instruct the body and the mind to be in the realm of ease, then it responds, because the body is also a field of awareness. And not only does it respond, but your body-mind, which is one unit, influences your choices and behaviors in the direction of healing. In the direction of healing. So if you're ready, let me guide you through this meditation. Okay? So you can keep your eyes open, soft eyes, or you can half close them, or you can close them. But this particular meditation requires you not only feeling your body, but directing your attention to different parts of the body, as we do in Yoga Nidra, for example. Okay? So let's start. Please sit comfortably. Keep your feet firmly on the ground. And feel your body. And direct your attention to different parts of the body as I recite this hymn from the Rig Veda. It's a healing hymn from the Rig Veda, but you should be directing your attention to different parts of the body with your eyes closed or half open or soft eyes. And what I'm reciting is a hymn from the Rig Veda, and you should pretend that it is the voice of consciousness or spirit, and your body is the field of awareness, listening to the voice of consciousness, awareness, or spirit. Ready? Let's go. Here's the hymn. I banish disease from your eyes, from your nose, from your ears, from your chin, from your head, from your brain, from your tongue. I banish disease from your neck, from your sinews, from your bones, from your joints, from your upper arms, from your shoulders, and from your forearms. I banish disease from your entrails, from your anus, from your abdomen, from your heart, from your kidneys, from your liver, from your other viscera. I banish disease from your thighs, from your knees, from your heels, from your toes, from your loins, from your buttocks, from your private parts. I banish disease from your urethra, from your bladder, from your hair, from your nails, from your whole person. I banish disease from each limb, from each hair, from each joint where it is generated. I banish disease from your whole person. I banish disease from your whole person. Now feel your body-mind. Direct your intention and attention to every single part of your body in the way I did it, or you can do it at your own pace. I did it a little fast. So let me repeat it a little more slowly now. Okay, let me repeat it a little more slowly. If you want me to. Do you want me to? Let me know if you want me to repeat this hymn a little more slowly, so you have time to direct your attention in different parts of the body. Okay. So let me get the hymn again, and I will recite it for you. If you want me to, let me know. Here we go. Direct your attention. I banish disease from your eyes, from your nose, from your ears, from your chin, from your head, from your brain, from your tongue. I banish disease from your neck, from your sinews, from your bones, from your joints, from your upper arms, from your shoulders, and from your forearms. I banish disease from your entrails, from your anus, from your abdomen, and from your heart, from your kidneys, from your liver, from your other viscera. I banish disease from your thighs, from your knees, from your heels, from your toes, from your loins, from your buttocks, from your private parts. I banish disease from your urethra, from your bladder, from your hair, from your nails, from your whole person. I banish disease from each limb, from each hair, from each joint where it is generated. I banish disease from your whole person. And now go a little deeper. I banish dis-ease from the mind. I banish dis-ease from my emotions. I banish dis-ease from my relationships. I banish dis-ease from my environment. All I have in my heart right now is love, joy, laughter, and pure being. So let us stop this pandemic of panic. Let us maximize our immunity, and let us intentionally banish all discomfort, dis-ease, and disease from mind, intellect, ego, and body. Edward Moskowitz says, what clinical trials were done for this technique? My dear Edward, none. Other than I have been doing this forever, and I'm in really good health, and actually in perfect health at 73. And my biological markers about half my age. The key is equanimity. If you start worrying about clinical trials, wait a few years. And they'll come, because we already know that calming the mind and feeling joyful will bring about homeostasis, self-regulation, and decrease healing. So all the best to all of you, and take care, and we'll be here tomorrow.